so you don't have to shake his hand.
No, I would shake anybody.
No, it's just, I understand, no, I understand. But, he's, just started with the firm, so. Dragging him around.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's going on?
Good, he's in New York with his chiefs, they're, doing the Fox.
Yeah, we're from.
I just don't know, wanna move.
We're gonna start on
I can't,
a.
and that's gotta stay
We're
there.
already by that, but, meetings are pre-existing.
Okay.
He's just.
I know the other situations,
Any day, sitting waiting on you, it's crazy.
DEP, it's Catherine.
Do you want to take your hands out?
Hopefully a couple months. Right, two new buildings on site. Well, we're fully leased. Yeah, but we want to keep going, well, yes, exactly, we want to keep going.
There you go.
I just read that, I signed it. Greg, do you want water? Here, take this one, 'cause I took it, but I have this one.
We just took a small sip.
Hey, stealing some food?
Well, I always told Anita, ever since I started here, I work for food, so I'll help schlep before a meeting, I schlep after a meeting, whenever she needs.
I was just joking.
How's everybody?
Oh, okay, it keeps everything going.
Yeah, keep busy.
Trying to give everybody a little bit of hard time, just a little.
Stay out of trouble now. See ya.
That's awesome.
I don't
know, after hearing that cough, I think I'd stay here.
It's like a train wreck.
They had a meeting.
I kind of told her.
Yeah, so that's exciting. Congratulations.
I am not even, well, the captain was exhausted yesterday.
Yes, all right, now, very nice girl.
That's, I don't know. You're,
Oh, okay, all right. So, okay, I don't wanna get there, so that works out. Welcome. Thank you. Oh, yeah, that's right, it's good news.
well, those are good.
Not today, thanks. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well.
I'm not doing it. I look like Tommy, I'm not doing it.
Generation settler.
I'm drunk, that's when the home, the first week there. You, good stuff, Mine over there doesn't have calories, and I don't want diet coke, my son said, they feed right in.
Here's water.
That's really.
So they told me that all the waters were going out, and I said, look, they have any more than 7 bottles of water. Good? We actually get the coffee to come out. I have to now be the coffee fixer. Excuse me. Sorry. It needs water. Oh, like this. It needs water. Oh, see, I saw this and I thought it was water. Excuse me. I can do that. It's a-
How's the scheduling?
Thanks.
I went crazy at that.
So, guess we.
Anita,
Take 'em.
I'm usually short.
I was at the cruise. I made it there.
Is there an agenda?
Yes.
If you don't have, it's okay.
I didn't want to go on this guy, I had some stuff to do. So I just shut down the
About a mile. It wasn't too bad, but.
That's not.
Or I had to go.
I just never know what you're gonna get.
No.
I was just asking two people better.
I'm telling you.
I did remember this time.
Thank you.
Yes, please.
Everybody is sad. There's no problem, but you know what? You know what? They're not, they're both working, they have their careers. Like, something different for them. Don't get over it.
Just got hydrated.
I gotta keep my weight up.
They already know.
Pickles have my name on it.
But they do, they take it off. Then I'm sure it takes a baby. They're looking at that stuff they do.
Yes, here. Grandma's gonna weigh in on that.
They will take the baby apart, because they're trying to do that. We did it.
I would love that.
Page two. Right after comment, we're gonna talk about right after 17.
Good job.
What
Our next meeting will be.
Just exactly what the meeting, right?
I'd like to do closed session.
Next meeting will be what, back to normal?
Then, there is action to take after the week.
Plus, he does.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Do you need the minutes? I have them to distribute. to you.
Steve,
You haven't seen
thank you for making the comments of the public, that I don't have to wait.
Can't have, you will have to wait on Wednesday?
Try to be reasonable where we can.
You might not like me, but you still
Not like you.
know what I'm going to say.
I know they said it was a planning board meeting last night, right?
Uh-huh.
Almost good.
This is a long-standing debate.
The ones that are non-consent, these are individual. This consent is one motion, one action, there's no money involved in it. Hold on, let me make more sense.
Gordon's wedding.
And the town doesn't take it, it's all good.
So I have the gavel for now.
Yep.
Sorry, Mark.
You may be special, but not right now. No, nothing's recorded right now. Yes. Yes.
So I'm gonna call the meeting to order, and I'm gonna ask everybody stand for, salute to the flag. And Mr. Kirchner, if you would lead us in the flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Just have a moment of silence for service. One business is election of 2019 officers. At this time, I'll open the floor to nominations for the position of chairman.
I'd like to nominate Mr. Robert Bergman as chairman of 2019.
Second idea. Are there any other nominations? Seeing none, I'll close the floor to nominations. By acclamation, do you accept this nomination?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Commissioner, you are now the, oh, we need to do a roll call.
I can do the roll.
Okay, we'll do the roll call.
Roll call
I will
for-
do the election of officers, right?
Can you pause for a moment before we go on to the next, to the vice chair? I'd like to ask, Anita, to just do a roll call for the
Mr. Brooks.
Here.
Mr. Calabro.
Here.
Mr. Flansbrough.
Here.
Mr. Katz. Mr. Schuster. Mr. Stafford Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Kirschner.
Yes.
And I see Mr. Delia is here as liaison. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, so, Mr. Chairman, I leave it to you now to accept nominations for vice chairman.
Somebody propose a vice chair? We do roll call, roll in favor?
Gotta do a roll call.
All in favor? All in favor of Justin? Aye. Nays, no nays? No nays?
And we need second.
We need a secretary. We have a nomination for secretary. Who's your secretary?
Thank you, Secretary.
Who's the secretary?
So,
I would like to nominate Greg Stafford for the secretary.
Second.
We have a second. All in favor? Aye. Nays? Aye.
congratulations.
Thank you, congratulations, everybody. Comments from the township, the liaison. Mr. Delia, anything good news?
Nothing at this time, thank you for your nice email. Do you have any questions for me? I think everything was back that you wanted back.
Yes, excellent,
Let's see in the new year.
exciting year.
Yes, happy New Year, everyone. And a healthy and a warm one.
Minutes of the, November 28th meeting were distributed, I believe, for Monday. If you need, a copy of them to re-review or any corrections and,
Move to accept the minutes. Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Nays? None? All in favor? Okay. Minutes. Finances?
finance, well, basically, we're in a new year. The statement of accounts that you have in front of you hasn't been cleaned up. I tried to roll over to just for that year, but at this point, as you see, we've received interest. Lakeland Bank has raised their interest to 1.97% from 1.95 recently. And we receive BT hanger lease payments on a regular basis. I do have some cleaning up to do on it. I'm sure we'll get all of our tenants, happy. We have, I think, a new tenant.
Yes.
And, working on his paperwork, we'll get him going. And so that will gain, I think, 16, full spaces. So the statement of accounts is basically identifies that we are also holding $65,000 still as part of escrow for the construction of the access roadway on lot 2 and block 1608. And it's in front of you, and I'm just looking for an acceptance.
Move to accept the accounts.
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Nays? Nays none? Carried.
We have a proposed budget, again, our budget is not blocked by line items, so technically we can move things from line to line, but just as an advisory guideline on what we're anticipating spending, it does kind of tell you where we anticipate our spending. The two big items are still on the back end, the projects that are the signage project right now. We think we found a fairly quick way to get the signage project in the ground, and that is through using the county standards. The county has given us their guidelines for where we can basically fast track those signs into the grant, and it's being reviewed now by our contractor. If they're able to do it within those guidelines, great. If not, then we'll continue to go through the individual property owners from whom we've solicited permissions and who we have many in hand, but many don't. So, if we go that route, it'll be a little bit more, detailed and slower. But we're hoping that the county path will be a real quick one, so we can get, a lot of that going. As far as roadway repaving, they just didn't get that this year, so we're rolling all that money forward and looking to get those same streets done, hopefully next year through the Schedule C project. And then if there are other projects that come along, through state funding, or, every year there's something that comes along.
Right, we did apply for the NJDOT, the trade grant, as we did last year, to see if there's any money available to that.
So there are various grant programs that can help us, maintain our roads. We get a lot of good feedback from certainly the owners and tenants on the streets that have been redone. Tobin has been, wonderful, and certainly those portions of Swarthmore that we've done, we've got a really good reaction to it. So as much as possible, we want to continue to maintain a process of updating the roads throughout the park. So that's just information.
We vote on the proposed budget?
It's really just information.
There will be a resolution, approving the budget. If there's a question on it, we'll, I guess it will go to resolution.
And then the bill list will come at the end. We usually do it on the front end, so they will be at the end with all these resolutions that impact on it. It's part of our
It's on the, not a consent
Okay.
agenda. It's number 6, 190106. Okay, so the bill list reflects, oh, that's right, that's gonna be at the end.
That's at the end.
Because we didn't approve the budget yet.
Okay, done. All right. Executive Director report, Mr. Ryman, you're on.
It's all me, it's one after the next. So as most of you know, we voted late last year to assume the strain from the LDC. That's moving along. They have voted to transfer the asset. We're still waiting for them to vote to transfer the funds that are there to support the asset. So we anticipate that will happen in the beginning of February, and at that time we'll have a closing, and maybe we'll give them $1, for the ceremonial transfer. But certainly we can't accept the asset as an unfunded liability. So once the mechanics are in place for all of that, we'll be able to do it. We'll be opening some accounts to be able to take those funds over into the LIC's hands, and then we'll be the landlord instead of the LDC.
Have you been talking to Pat about that, to make sure that we expedite that?
We did have a meeting on it together with the lawyers and everything in advance of all the contracts being laid out,
Alright,
so.
so we talk to Pat?
Yeah, just let them know we're anticipating in the beginning of February. Thank you, appreciate it. And, as far as the airport is concerned, everybody knows we still have that project ongoing. We anticipate now that the auction will take place, probably also the first week of February. That's what we're targeting right now. And then from there, then the process begins with the FAA to get their approval, and then we're off and running on that front as well. So there's, lots of good things happening. Rents are still strong in the park. Occupancy is very high, the highest we've seen it in memory. And so those are all good dynamics for us. And then there's one other contractual item that we've been talking about that I'll report on in closed session later on. Some good progress.
Okay. That's it?
Yeah. Okay. The attorney's report.
Executive report? Report?
Only in closing.
Okay, closed session, all right. Any correspondence? No
No
news?
news, no.
Okay,
Everybody's closing out the year.
okay. All right, anybody on committee reports?
There were a number of site review things, but they were all covered before, and we submitted our comments to the planning board, which met last night, so hopefully everything went well.
I have a little bit on the Strand, we'll talk about. On December 20th, we, had a meeting with the property maintenance people, Commissioner Stafford Smith, Steve Ryman, and our chairman, met with Mike and Lisa Skinner. And there were just a few things that we discussed with them as far as, some of the wish lists and some of the future things that we want to address in the building, upgrading the hot water heating system, things like that. Lisa Skinner got back in touch with me, just about a day or two ago. And, we just have some proposals on lock changes and some costs, with that. Looking at, our locksmith to change the locks, price of $350, which seems pretty reasonable. What else? Oh, we were talking about the laminate flooring, to replace with the carpeting. As it turns out, all apartments except for one have already been converted to laminate flooring. And when that goes vacant, they're gonna get in there and change that out. What else? That's really it. There's one issue, with ice damming up on the roof. And it seems that Mike has had a meeting with Ken Ressler, regarding that, and they're talking about, putting in some de-icing cables in order to solve that problem. And, that's about it. That's all I have for,
Also,
this
the
draft.
chairman said that we wish this was 1 year, so.
Oh, good.
I just want to comment that, on our tour, we had quite a tour. I've never been through the entire Strand. It's an eye opener, especially down in the basement. And it's amazing, most amazing.
Elaborate.
But it's quite a building,
Yes.
really quite an asset for us.
Did you climb into the boiler room?
We did.
We got to the boiler room. And,
That's a fireman's nightmare.
And we got out too, I guess.
I think if we do some movement, that's going to be the targets. Some of the stuff that's down there,
I hate to go
just
down
for
there.
money savings point of view.
And that's something that Mike Skinner has been working on also.
Yeah, they've been on top of it. They've done, they've been there 18 years, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
said?
With a lot of knowledge, there's a lot of history and knowledge of what goes on in that building.
Mrs. Colson, too, she could help you with a lot of that.
Was it?
Mrs. Colson. She has a lot of
Anything else? All right, go on to marketing and public relations.
All right.
That'd be-
Happy New Year, Healthy New Year to everyone. This is a summary of all the services that I did for the Lakewood Industrial Commission and the township, and it's by date, so if you're interested in that. And I put together a book of all the press releases and what we call news hits. Anytime something got in the newspaper, Twitter, absolutely any publicity that we were able to get for this wonderful committee in our township. So that's my main, I'll leave this here. That's my main aim, is to let everybody know what a fabulous job you all are doing and how great our township is. Do you have any questions?
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Looking forward to another great year of great news. Thanks,
Oh, I
man.
hope so.
Good. Okay, anything under old business?
Not to my knowledge.
Anybody? Old business? New business? New business? Monkey business? No. All right, I guess at this point, we're going to go to the consent agenda resolution.
Yeah, let's move to number 14.
We're gonna skip number 13 and we're gonna move that to number 17.
The consent agenda, you can move as one motion. They are. You want to repeat?
Yes, resolution 190101 is a resolution designating depositories of the Liquid Industrial Commission. We basically follow the township committee in their designation of depositories. So we follow their resolution, and at this point, we have our accounts with Lakeland, which is part of that. And 190102 is the official newspapers of the Lakewood Industrial Commission. We also follow Lakewood Township with regard to the official newspaper so that we continue the continuity of operations. 190103 is a qualifying professional services and extraordinary and unusual service vendors. And we opened up the proposals that were solicited. The proposals were basically qualification proposals identifying their qualifications to perform, which included the marketing and public relations contract that begins on February 1st, real estate appraisal services, professional planning services, and the airport consultant. And we received responses. We opened them up on Monday at 11 o'clock in the morning, which was identified in the notice that it would be open and where it would be open. And that is who we are recommending that would be pre-qualified to receive contracts. If necessary, we do everything on a project basis.
So we would do separate resolution if we were to award a contract to somebody under these are just qualifying them. We do the same.
And when did that go out?
December 7th.
December, yeah, we sent it out, I think, at the beginning of December. I gave them 20 days to respond, got a good bunch of responses. 190104 is just a formal resolution releasing closed session minutes that are no longer considered confidential. As we resolve certain transactions, they are no longer considered closed. So there would be some that would be redacted if they were distributed, because some of activity is still under closed session, and that won't be released if any closed session minutes are released. 190105 is appointing Mr. Ryman as secretary's designee in the event of the absence of the secretary in order for him to execute on the documents he needs to execute and perform on behalf of the secretary of the board. So that's the consent of the agenda.
Have a motion to approve that with roll call. Move to approve that motion.
Second.
Roll call on that, please.
Mr. Brooks.
Yes.
Mr. Calabro.
Yes.
Mr. Flansbrough.
Yes.
Mr. Stafford Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Kirschner.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. The rest of these, we do one at a time, so. So 190106 adopts the budget.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, let's use the roll call. Mr. Brooks.
Yes.
Mr. Calabro.
Yes.
Mr. Flansbrough.
Yes.
Mr. Stafford Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Kirschner.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. 0107.
So moved.
Thank you. Second.
Roll call.
You don't have to announce it.
Mr. Brooks.
Yes.
Mr. Calabro.
Yes.
Mr.
have to announce
Flansbrough.
it.
My eye is still not working.
You have to announce the resolutions.
Yes.
Mr. Kirschner.
Yes.
Thank you.
108.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
You have to announce the
Yes.
resolutions.
Mr.
They can't
Calabro.
just say.
Yes.
Mr. Flansbrough.
Yes.
Mr. Stafford Smith.
Yes.
I'm working on it.
Yes.
109 RVE.
So moved.
That was pretty quick.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Brooks.
Yes.
Mr. Calabro.
Yes.
Mr. Flansbrough.
Yes.
Mr. Stafford Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Kirschner. Thank you.
Mr. Chair,
Thank
just,
you.
may I make a comment? Two things. One, did you have, public portion?
It's coming right after this.
Okay.
Comments from the public to number 17.
Yeah.
After this is bill list, then
Can you-
public portion.
For Mr. Klein, can you be a little more explanative on the resolutions?
Sure.
Why don't we just read the title of that?
Oh, okay, so would you like all of them read out open? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, 190101, we did that to 105, right? We're going to talk about 106, 190106, hold on one second.
Maybe we should just read the title of the ones that we've already adopted so far, then we'll read the titles moving forward.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Ones we've adopted already was resolution of the industrial, 190101, resolution of the industrial commission designating depositories of the Lic Industrial Commission for the year 2019. 190102, is a resolution of the Lakewood Industrial Commission adopting the official newspapers of the commission for the year 2019. And in this is Newspaper Media Group, Gannett, and Advanced Publications, which is the Star Ledger. 190103 is a resolution qualifying professional service vendors to provide services to the Lakewood Industrial Commission for the year 2019 in conformity with the Fair and Open Act. And that is a consent agenda item. 190104 is also a consent item. Resolution of the Lakewood Industrial Commission authorizing the release of certain 2019 closed executive session minutes as able to be released. 190105 is a consent agenda item. Resolution of the Lakewood Industrial Commission appointing the secretary's designee for the calendar year 2019, Mr. Young. 190106 is a resolution of the Lakewood Industrial Commission adopting the commission's permanent budget for the year 2019 in the amount of $443,670. Resolution 190107 is a resolution of the Lakewood Industrial Commission appointing the provision of legal services to the commission for the year 2019, which was appointed as Sean T. Kane, mirroring the Township of Lakewood's resolution appointing him to the Industrial Commission of R 219-33. Resolution, non-consent resolution 190108 is no part of it yet. Yes, we did. Resolution of the Lakewood Industrial Commission adopting the 2019 professional services appointment of the Township of Lakewood for the auditing of Industrial Commission records to Holman Freeman Allison PC of Toms River, which also mirrors Lakewood Township Resolution R 2019-7. Okay, 190109 is a resolution of the Lakewood Industrial Commission appointing professional general engineering services for the calendar year 2019 to Remington Vernick Engineers, cross-referencing Lakewood Township Resolution 201942. Yes, R 201942. Now we're up to 190110, which is a resolution of the Lakewood Industrial Commission authorizing the maintenance of a petty cash fund for the year 2019.
So moved.
Second.
We're on roll call. Mr. Brooks.
Yes.
Mr. Calabro.
Yes.
Mr. Flansbrough.
Yes.
Mr. Stafford
Yes.
Smith. Mr. Kirschner. Thank you. All right, the 190111 is a resolution of the Lakewood Industrial Commission authorizing an allowance, car allowance for the executive director's travel expenses.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Brooks.
Yes.
Mr. Calabro.
Yes.
Mr. Flansbrough.
Yes.
Mr. Stafford Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Kirschner. Thank you. 190112 is a resolution authorizing and awarding industrial commission contract for administrative management services to Anita Doyle for contract for 35-hour average per month. Don't be sick.
So moved.
Second.
We should think about this.
Mr. Brooks.
Yes.
Mr. Calabro.
A bargain at twice the price, yes.
Mr.
I
Flansbrough.
do all agree about that.
Mr. Stafford Smith.
Yes, with pleasure.
Mr. Kirschner.
Yes.
Thank you. That was so nice. 190113 is a resolution authorizing and awarding industrial commission contract for extraordinary and unspecifiable service for Lakewood Township Marketing and Public Relations for a period from February 1st, 2019 through and including January 31st of 2020 to Fantasy Enterprises.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Brooks.
Absolutely, yes.
Mr. Calabro.
Yes.
Mr. Flansbrough.
Yes.
Mr. Stafford Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Kirschner.
I'll abstain.
Okay, and 190114 is a resolution of the Lakewood Industrial Commission appointing provision of airport consulting services to DY Consultants, also referencing Lakewood Township Resolution R 2019-46, appointing DY Consultants.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Brooks.
Yes.
Mr. Calabro.
Yes.
Mr. Flansbrough.
Yes.
Mr. Stafford Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Kirchner?
Yes.
Okay. Now we'll do the bill list is the very last page. Last page, we'll read it again. Place it there. Second?
Second.
On roll call. Mr. Brooks?
Yes.
Mr. Calabro?
Yes.
Mr. Flansbrough?
Yes.
Mr. Stafford Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Kirchner?
Yes, except for item number 3670, which I'll state.
And, yeah.
And there's another one?
3692.
Ah, there you go. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, public.
Let's go to that page. All right, comments from the public, please?
Yes, my name is Shloime Klein.
Are you taping yourself?
No, actually, I'm not a public official,
Okay.
so I'm allowed to be camera shy. And that's what I'm referencing to. I'm doing a public service, doesn't mean is that I ran for office, I'm getting paid, or I'm getting any COVID, how you call it in Hebrew. I'm just trying to do a public service to get the government should be open. And one of the problems that I have is that the township committee is recording their meetings, planning board is recording their meetings, zoning board, the township putting cameras. I think that camera is for public meetings, it's not a security camera, and this committee chose to be excluded from the public eye. So there's no reason that this committee cannot be live streamed like every other. If you're spending our tax dollar money, we would like to know. It's not like we're looking to look which suit you wear, or which sweater you wear, or anybody's haircut. We're over here to know what you're doing at public business. So I think this committee, or whatever you want to call it, commission, should be live streamed as the public and open to the public like every other part of the government. You agree?
We agree, and it should
We
be.
agree.
It's supposed to be,
Uh-huh.
it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be being done,
Oh, okay.
so, thank you.
Now, the second point, and that is the real stuff.
There's more.
There was yesterday a meeting in the planning board, and there was a memorandum from this board to the planning board claiming that there's a lot of accidents going on in industrial park. And there's a real crisis going on over there.
It's not what it says.
It is what it says. Read your report.
I wrote it, it's not what it said.
Okay, look in your report, you'll see that it says that. So, now, a few years ago, schools came and they wanted to put in schools in industrial park. I don't know what happened then, if you guys didn't want it to happen, but obviously it did happen. Or it happened because the township committee allowed it to happen, or it happened is because the planning board was pushing to happen is, I don't know. But I don't think you guys, as looking to protect the industrial park, are the ones that came up with this creative idea to put in schools in such places where trucks and all kinds of commercial traffic is going on, where schools don't belong over there. Now, schools did get in, and obviously is over objections of a lot of smart people. And guess what? Now, if schools are there, and we have teenagers, whoever lives in industrial park sees them, all on the roads, trying to teenagers, grabbing hitches, walking on the roads because there's no sidewalks. Now comes a request from the same schools that they wanted to put in an industrial park. The schools are the ones that are screaming that we don't want sidewalks, even though they created the problem of getting all these teenagers roaming around the roads over there. So comes a report from this committee, from this commission, stating we don't want to put in sidewalks because we want to discourage the teens of just being on the roads. So how is that possible that you discourage teens are going to be on the roads because they don't have sidewalks? At least give them safe passage that they should be able to go on the sidewalks. So again, I screamed at this in the beginning and I'm screaming at it now, and it's mind-boggling. Why, again, sorry. It's mind-boggling why the same schools were able to get you to put in schools, and the same schools are coming when the safety is needed for the sidewalks to not put in sidewalks. What does the schools have over you? And I have an answer. I have an answer. The schools are the only ones that could suppress the opposition in Lakewood.
Through the chair.
Addressing these issues.
I didn't finish yet, please.
It's more?
No, I just want to finish my statement. I know you don't want to hear what I have to say but this is a public, this is a public meeting, and I just want to finish why the schools, I feel is, the schools are the only ones that have the way of suppress the public, the opposition to come on the, because every time there's somebody that wants to come in and advocate for something, the schools go and they threaten to kick your kids out of school. So the schools have a power in Lakewood that nobody has. And therefore, as you will realize is that all these guys that get these deals done, the commercial deals with all that is, have schools. Why do they need the schools? Because they have the power. They were able to get you to the ruined industrial park, but putting in schools over there where it doesn't belong as a safety issue. And the same guys are coming and forcing you to not put in sidewalks in a place with all kinds of convincing things. It makes no sense. I will be honest with you, I don't want to say the words but if you guys are the ones that put out that letter, and if something, a child or an adult gets injured by that, by your recommendation, I want you to take it on your families, on yourself, that it should be you, not the other people that don't have the power to give this memorandum. I'll be honest with you I could be, it's just my opinion I am very uncomfortable with, again, I don't want to be disrespectful to the committee, so I'll keep myself but I'm very comfortable being in this room with a committee that put these children in danger. Today, I'm stopping. Today, was somebody injured in a bicycle, a county line. You know what it says when the injuries happens in Lakewood? You know what happens? You know how it's being reported in the news? I'll tell you the secret. Misaskim is not needed. You know what that means? That means it was a goy, not a Jew. As long as no Jew gets injured, we're okay. Don't put in sidewalks, have the roads dangerous.
Through the chair.
All right, thank you.
It's enough.
Why is it enough?
Because.
Because you don't like what I'm saying?
No, because the political grandstanding is, you've done it, and you can do it in many other boards, I'm sure you will, but you're distorting what we said. What we have said, we're not advocating people to walk on the streets, on the contrary. Our longstanding position is what it has always been. The rules of the industrial park are, you keep your activity off the street. You're meant to keep, whatever you are, a business, your employees are meant to park off the street. There shouldn't be any activity on the street that way. If a business has people who walk in the front of their building, that's fine and good. We don't want to encourage pedestrian traffic because many of our companies have truck traffic, and we don't want to discourage them from being there and maintaining a good industrial and commercial environment. Truck drivers are afraid to drive their trucks through narrow streets that have people that could dart out. Sidewalks promote people walking outside of the properties. We don't want to have sidewalks inside the industrial park for that very reason. That's what makes it dangerous. As to your comment on the front end about accidents, the place that we reference that has accidents is Cedar Bridge and Oberlin. That is not inside the industrial park, but it is an entrance point to the industrial park. The point that we were making is when you have an application for a piece of property that is adjacent to such an active and high incidence of accidents intersection, and the idea that you're going to promote pedestrian traffic to flow out of the park or into the park around that intersection would be highly irresponsible. our proposal to the planning board is and has always been, we don't want sidewalks in the park. It may be that some people will walk, but we don't want to promote that. That creates danger for those people who walk off of the sidewalks, as you'll see all throughout town, where there are sidewalks, people still tend to walk in the streets. And most importantly, we don't want to drive away the businesses who are there because it becomes too difficult for them to do business because their truck drivers are afraid to drive our streets. That's our position, that's our policy, and our policy is geared to the safety of the truck drivers, pedestrians that may or may not be there, and the health of the businesses in the park. That's our charter, that's our policy.
And if I may, the accident that occurred at the intersection of Twin Oaks and County Line Road, there's sidewalks.
I agree.
There are sidewalks.
There are sidewalks, and still things
It
happen.
didn't solve that problem.
But without sidewalks, it's even worse.
Motion is on this, yes, I'm on to, this whole part of the.
I'm talking a little louder.
I'm gonna pause up. First of all, happy, New Year, and I'll look for everyone who won reappointment. That like you. That is a nice, one up to the reappointment. Few quick points, I'll try to talk fast. The one is, I mentioned here a year ago, about streetlights on the LIC roads. I just want to bring out that the township has been pushing basically and now very strongly to install streetlights all around town. And people like in town, when I talk to about them, I understand it's a very big job and it's not so easy to work with the electric company. There are long lists of roads that the township would like to put streetlights. What I'm requesting for this commission is, bring up the topic to the township, the committee manager, and just say that we understand there's gonna be a long wait. We're not expecting anything to happen overnight, because with the electric company, it won't happen overnight. But we feel that if at some point the electric company could get their way to the industrial park, get streetlights on at least some of the roads, I think would be a very big help. Specifically, why I think would be a big help is, someone just spoke about corners, or you said about when, trucks come out of the corner. Sometimes you get to a traffic light or a stop sign, when there's street lights, it helps you see a lot better, what's going on. And specifically for the truck drivers, I think, if you have street lights out there, so then 4:30 at night, in the afternoon is not so bad. And still 6 o'clock, at least it's still more light, you can still drive a lot better. I think for the vendors, or whatever you call them, for the people who use the park, their truck drivers would gain a lot more from having lights. Again, nothing is gonna happen overnight, it's a very big job, but just be there, be on the list, that's all I'm asking. Okay, that's one point. Point number two is, this is a mystery to me, I'm just gonna bring up the point. If you have anything to say, I'd like to hear about it. If you have anyone to talk to, I think it's a good point. FedEx is one of, I think they lease in town, I guess. They're on Airport, Bennett Road over there. Yeah, Bennett. So my wife work used to be across the street. I used to go there a lot. I had looked at FedEx's services a lot. I used to do a lot of buying for resellers, and I was always, getting packages, picking up, dropping off this and that. If you have an office, doesn't have to be in industrial park, it could be anywhere in town, and you want like UPS or FedEx to put down a box, and you can get a box outside your work, I don't know who pays who, but the point is, I looked on the map, all the FedEx boxes all around town are only for express. And that place on Bennett is a hub for express. And I've done a lot of ground shipping, and I have to pick up a package. Now we have, if you're doing residential address, so Walgreens actually partnered up with FedEx now that you can pick up your package. If you can't be home, you can pick up at a Walgreens. But there's no Walgreens in town. You have to go to Tom's River. I understand, just over the bridge. The thing is, if you want to pick up a ground package from FedEx, you have to go to Brick. And it's not so far away. It's just really past Target on the left side. It's just a mystery to me that there's all these customers in town, who I'm sure use FedEx. I know my wife is always busy getting different deals between UPS and FedEx, and there's always a contract going back and forth. I understand why they can't accommodate ground shipping, or, you know, as a hub in Lakewood to have ground over there. That's point number 2, and point number 3 is, you can correct me if I'm wrong about this, I was at the, planning board, not this time, but a time before, there was a subdivision application, I forgot which road, I think it was Swarthmore. A guy has 2 buildings, he just for financial purposes needs to make a subdivision. Financial means it's easier to get a mortgage if you say you have 1 building instead of say you have 2, it's a bigger mortgage, and they have to have a higher credit score and all that. So people like to do a subdivision, just an imaginary line down the map, just to get a better mortgage. So, but they have to go to the board because it's a subdivision. This case, the subdivision was denied by the board, but it made the lot like below an acre, like 0.7 or 0.9. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think that this board submitted a letter to the board. All I'm just gonna say is, I understand there's a whole back and forth of what you do right on and what you do right, sometimes not everyone's happy with them, whatever. All I'm saying is, had the planning board done the wrong thing, had the planning board approved that subdivision, you would have gotten a site plan that you're gonna look at it, are there lights, is there parking, is there a driveway? But you'd be like, but it's under an acre, I mean, how does it even come here? Well, we're looking at small things, like is there parking, can the truck go around, is that, but I mean, under an acre in industrial park, you don't even have anything of that sort. There's only 7 lots and 4 of them are owned by the township, you get, that's it. So, I mean.
Our minimum lot size is 3 acres.
Right, so that's what I'm saying, but you know that, and I know that, the board asked about that, but to not have a letter from you guys, so it's, real quickly, it's possible that Ally did not send you it, because she only sent you the site plans. So, if that's the case, perhaps ask her, next time we get even a subdivision, we wanna know about it. That's all, best wishes to everyone, especially, Chief over there. That's it.
Thank you, sir.
I have an answer for you, but I'll tell it to you in private.
Just one, I can't compliment Commissioner Wickinson the work he's done on the streetlights in the town. I mean, it's true, I mean, nothing can be done that quickly, but he's primarily working on where there's more pedestrian traffic, and that is in the residential areas. He is not for the industrial park, but he is working very, very hard. He's had numerous meetings. And I think he should be complimented, and the street lighting program, curbing and sidewalks, we've done a lot last year.
Absolutely.
And on the FedEx thing, I happen to agree with him.
We're gonna have to talk to somebody, see if we know anybody who knows the FedEx people, if we can get,
I have a connection.
I was there yesterday morning to mail something, and the guy came in with a box, he sent them to Cedarburg somewhere. Not there, they wouldn't take it.
that's funny.
It's my target, it's a strip mall.
Yes, that would be, sounds strange.
Yes, it's 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, move to close session.
Second.
All in favor?
I'd like to move the resolution into the minutes, whereas section 7B of the Senator Byron and Bear Open Public Meetings Act permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting under circumstances, and whereas the Industrial Commission of the Township of Lakewood is of the opinion that such circumstances presently exist. Now therefore be it resolved by the Industrial Commission of the Township of Lakewood and the County of Ocean as follows. The public shall be excluded from discussion of private and confidential matters involving any of the 9 exclusions as set forth in section 7B of said law and as enacted specified. Contract negotiations and litigation. It's anticipated at this time that the above stated subject matter will be made public only when the reasons for discussing and acting on the closed session no longer exists. Said determination will be made by further resolution adopted by the Industrial Commission. This resolution shall take effect immediately at time now at 12:29 p.m.